Hello everyone, welcome to Super Coaching UPSC by Testbook. This is Venkatesh, your faculty for geography. Students, I think we have been doing the PYQ sessions since the last few months as part of our preparation for the upcoming prelims. The last part of it, when you talk about things like as you can see, the mapping series, mapping questions are one of the basic aspect of UPSC preparation in geography. They have a very good range of questions which are being asked in the last few years. We have done one part of it in the last week. We are discussing the second part of the mapping series, where all the previous year questions asked in mapping we are discussing as part of our discussions. Right then, all of you. So with this, let's start with today's session. The first question. This is the 2023 question where they have asked about this. Try to answer this. Yes. Yes, Roshan, Gayatri, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Try to answer this one. Now you can see this one. Jhelum River passes through Ular Lake. Yes, Ular Lake, Jhelum River passes through it. That is right. We know this. Krishna River directly feeds the Kolleru Lake. No, this is wrong. Krishna River doesn't feed directly the Kolleru Lake. Meandering of Gandak River formed Kanwar Lake. This is also wrong as per the UPSC thing. The right answer is only around one. Only one is correct. Yes, some say Buri Gandak, some and all these kind of things. Kanwar Lake might be very needed to it according to some. The problem with UPSC is, especially for these type of questions, UPSC should also reform itself in terms of providing what are the key questions, and it has to provide the answers in such a way that which statements are right, which statements are wrong as well, especially for this one. And there were some issues even with respect to the latest key of the UPSC, right? So this is about such kind of questions passes. The outcome, what is the learnings for us? See, learning from the conceptual point of view, rivers, their superimposition with respect to lakes, with respect to cities, with respect to reservoirs, these are never ending. Occasionally, UPSC keeps asking about, excuse me, keeps asking about these things. Sometimes even with respect to the valleys, sometimes with respect to the old civilization, Hampi is located on the banks of which river? Maybe with respect to the culture, history. So whether you study that from the point of view of ancient history, medieval history, modern history, or when you study it from the point of view of geography in the present era, all such kind of things are very, very important for the UPSC exam. So that is the learnings, you have to use that, and accordingly you have to get this. The right answer for this is only one. These learnings are the ones which are important for now. On one side, we are practicing, or on one side, we are getting the trends. On another side, the learnings out of this. And when you prepare, you have to use this so that we are getting benefits out of this kind of topic. Let's go to the next one now. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, try to answer this. Which one of the following is part of the Congo Basin? Congo Basin. Answer this one. Come on, quickly. Come on. Now you see, in the exam, Sometimes they might ask you such kind of things. This was also asked in the last few years, 23, 22, I guess. I think 23 only, last year prelims itself. Part of the Congo basin. The right answer is Cameroon. Now you see Congo basin is located just around the equator itself, around the equator. If you remember some basic ideas of mapping and all, if you have known about that, you should have got this right at least. South Sudan. Sudan would be a bit more north. We all know that Sudan is around a type of, Uganda, Nigeria and all. These are grasslands, mostly having a significant impact of the tropical thing. Maybe from that also you can answer it. Anyhow, it's part of the river Congo basin, Cameroon. The Congo basin is very much in use because of the minerals exploitation, copper and all these kind of things. It is also in use because of international relations issues, the current affairs there at that part of the time. A combination of this, it is part of the Cameroon river. Okay. I hope am I audible to you? Am I audible? Okay, right. Now you see here. Congo Basin, parts of the world's tropical peatlands along with Brazil and Indonesia. Tropical peatlands along with Brazil and Indonesia. As part of the African Congo region, the peat swamp forest of the Congo Basin is around 29 billion tons of carbon, approximately equivalent to 3 years worth of global greenhouse gas emissions. That's why they are important. And this Congo Basin stretches around Cameroon, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea and Gabon and all these kind of things. The reason was because of these things, a combination. You got an approach now. So that is how they are being asking about the same question. Very similar to it, they also asked about where are the world's 3/4 of the world's cobalt is found in which part of the world as part of the same region, right? That's what it is. Then move to the next question. This was also asked in the last year. Here, try to answer this one. Consider the following statements. Amarkantik hills are at the confluence of Vindhyas and Sahyadris. Bilgiri Rangan hills constitute the easternmost of the Satpura range. Seshachalam hills constitute the southernmost part of the Western Ghats. Which of the following are correct? Now you see such kind of questions are also being asked. Now you see, yes, how many statements are correct and all. Let us forget about it, no? First of all, at least in the preparation stage, try to get it from the conceptual point of view only. Whether you get able to get it right or wrong, we'll see that from the mapping point of view. Let's go for the first one. Now, Amarkantak hills, okay, are at the confluence of Vindhyas and Satpuras or Sahyadris. That's what the question is. Now, if you see the basic mapping of India, this is Western Ghats, this will be the Sahyadris, this will be the Vindhyas. This will be the Satpura. Western Ghats, northern part is what which are prominently call it as Sahyadris. So, where is Satpura then? If you have located, if you have understood the Rift Valley concept, if you have known that Vindhyas and Satpuras are the Rift Valleys where Narmada river flows through, definitely bypassing Satpuras, you will not have Sahyadris. So, Vindhyas and Sahyadris, definitely there is no confluence itself. There might be a confluence of Sahyadris and Satpuras, but definitely not about Vindhyas and Satpuras, no. If you have known the mapping point of India's hill ranges, so one is wrong. Then, Bilgiri Ranga hills, if you have studied about these things, they are part of what? They are part of Karnataka. And you see that they are not part of the easternmost part of the Satpura range in Madhya Pradesh. Definitely this is wrong. Seshachalam hills, I think last year, by then we have seen red sandalwood, the red sanders. as part of the Pushpa movie, Red Sanders was very much in news and all. And if you have known that the Red Sanders is provenient from the Seshachalam Hills, it constitutes the southernmost part of the Western Ghats. Seshachalam Hills, Tirupati, famous pilgrimage center, Pushpa, tropical Pushpa movie, whatever way, dimension, look at this. As a basic conceptual one, imagine you are not following geography, you are not following movies. Then also you are supposed to know Seshachalam Hills is part of Eastern Ghats. If you are following movies, I want you to be very, very curious about the events happening. Where are they located? What is the uniqueness and all those kind of things. If you see it from that, you should have been known by then. So that is how you have to. UPSC is sometimes a test of your curiosity about the events happening in and around you. If you are curious about that, many of the times you will be getting it right. Right? So this is part of the Eastern Ghats, not part of the Western Ghats. So this is also wrong. All of them are wrong. How many of the statements given above are correct? None of the above. From the conceptual, from the options point of view and all, they made it very difficult. But if you divide each one, this is a very, very expected easy, medium to easy question, but definitely not difficult as it seems to be. There is some, see, if they ask some kind of a random thing, always it would be difficult for any one of us. But sometimes they don't ask the randomness. They ask the real one. You should be able to get this right from this concept. Am I right, all of you? Yes. Riyansh, Rohan, Gayatri, am I right? Okay. That's good. Then go to the next one. Try to answer this. Okay, try to answer this one. That's good. Okay, the term Levenant, often heard in the news, roughly corresponds to which of the following regions? Which of the following regions? Now you see, UPSC, Western Asia, and UPSC's love, its relationship with West Asia. It's a long-term thing. There was a joke as well. One of my friends used to say that UPSC has two prominent, UPSC has two childhood crushes. One childhood crush lives in Northeast, another childhood crush because of his father's, shifting and all, they have shifted to West Asia. That's the reason why UPSC always keeps on asking questions about Northeast and West Asia. That was the fun part of this. But regardless of that, whenever I see questions out of that, I always remember this. But regardless of that, the reason is simple. West Asia is a geopolitical hotspot. Geopolitically, so many triggers, so many linkages. Oil, India's relationship is quite deeper in terms of the dependence on the oil. India's diaspora is working very much there. Any conflict happening in around West Asia, it will impact the life in India in terms of the oil, and at the same time the diaspora might be impacted. So we'll be always be curious and cautious. So that's why we are supposed to learn about the events, right? Keeping this into considerations, the Levant, often heard in the news, roughly corresponds to, now you see there are two questions here. If you have, imagine you never heard about this. There are two options which they are asking. Region along the eastern Mediterranean Sea. That means somewhere there has to be some nearer. Region along North African shore stretching from Egypt to Morocco. Region along Persian Gulf and Horn of Africa. Look at this. They're all asking about the same regions. If you see Persian Gulf and Horn of Africa, that is not the Mediterranean Sea. This is now towards the Red Sea and all. Horn of Africa, that is towards the Arabian Sea, not even Red Sea. Part of the Arabian Sea and all. Definitely that is not that geopolitically important. So Levant, the region is along the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. That is along Israel, and all those parts of the vents, the eastern side, that is where, if you see Mediterranean, Spain, France, Spain, Italy, Greece and all, the part of the Asia, then Africa, right? This is Africa, Europe, Asia. This is what they used to call it as the Levant. Very much in use. If you have studied from the question I have told you right now, if you are having a curiosity about the events happening around us, regularly over a span of 1 year, West Asia would be having some other conflict here and there. It would be in news. You might have learned about this. Basically, it was a very, very easy question, right? So that is how you have to get it. Sometimes your understanding and your observations has to be consistent over a period of 6 to 8 months, especially the ones who are, second attempt, third attempt people, they feel this is very, very easy. The first attempt people, when there is a lacuna in the preparation or when they haven't observed, unfortunately, during their time of preparation in the last 1 year, that is when there is a difficulty. Otherwise, this is a fairly expected question, right? Even now, this year, you can see Red Sea in news. You can see the same Levant is in news because of the Israel-Hamas war, the Gaza, the recent all eyes on Rafah, all such kind of things. You should be able to see that, right? Let's move forward to the next one. Consider the following pairs: wetlands and location. Try to answer this one. Acha, one thing, Gayatri, Riyansh, Roshan, also ask me which pair is correct and which pair is wrong. Also mention in the comments which pair is correct and wrong, so that we'll move forward. Okay. Try to mention the correct ones as well, which are correct, which are wrong. Can you? Can you do that quickly? Okay. Riyan says 1 and 4 are wrong. Okay. 2 pairs are right. Yes, that's correct. 2 pairs are right. Renuka, Rudrasagar, Himachal Pradesh, Rudrasagar, Tripura are right. Hokera is not part of the Punjab, Kashmir, part of Jammu and Kashmir. So this is wrong. Sastamkota Lake is part of Kerala, one of the freshwater lake. So this is also wrong. Now you see, freshwater, water as a theme, water as a topic becomes very, very important in the present era. Anything which is a freshwater lake, anything which has a huge relevance in terms of providing water towards that local area becomes very, very important. Recently, you have seen the government focus is also there. Ramsar wetlands. If you see the Ramsar wetlands, wetlands of national importance, there were somewhere around 25 sites in 2015 to 2017. From there, just now, today or yesterday, I was going through the article, there were 2 more sites which were added. 82 now, not even 80. So look at the number has almost got tripled. Remembering about everything and all, see, one side when you see the lakes and all, you would see that it will be, what is this once again? But if you see it from the other point of view, there is a reason behind it. There is some kind of a significant importance in terms of the lakes, how questions are being asked, because they have a critical role to play. So that is the thing. Okay. So definitely that is the background. So our learnings is water as a theme. Factual things about water becomes very, very important. Water resources. Yeah, Rians, 5 added sometime before. From then it became 80. Just yesterday or today, it became 82 now. That is the thing I am trying to tell you. 2 more sites were added. Today in the Telegram channel, I will be giving information about the additional 2 sites as well. Don't worry. In my Telegram channel, I will be providing this. Today I will be providing. Riansh? Now try to answer this one. Now this is a mix of map and geography. Consider the following states, which are about the generally known as tea producing states. Try to answer this. Done? Right. If you see this, all of them, okay, all of them, all the 4 states are part of the tea producing states. All of them are part of the tea producing states. Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Tripura and all. They do provide, all of them are part of the tea producing states. Yes, we all know that Assam and all is there, but even these areas are also not wrong. So you have to go by among the ones which have the they are the ones which are asked. We need to worry about those things, no, not just about what are the right ones as well. So there is a decent amount of tea produced even in these states. That is the challenge. Okay, let's go to the next one now. Consider the following pairs: reservoirs and the states which are in use. This is another mapping point of view, rivers. Yeah, answer this one quickly. Consider the following pairs: reservoir states, Ghattaprabha, Telangana, Gandhi Sagar, Madhya Pradesh, Indira Sagar, Andhra Pradesh, Maithon, Chhattisgarh. Now, if you see this one, the Ghattaprabha, it is located in Karnataka. Ghattaprabha Reservoir. It has a hydroelectricity and irrigational dam at Hitkad. It is part of the Krishna River, Ghattaprabha, part of the Krishna River water system. It is located in the Belgavi district of Karnataka. It is a reservoir built on the dam to make it a multi-purpose project. Storage about 6659 million cubic meters, irrigation of almost around 1,36,000 hectares. A very, very important part of this. So, Ghattaprabha, very important river system, part of the Krishna system. So, that is important. It is in Karnataka. So, first statement is wrong. Second statement, Gandhi Sagar, you all know this is one of the 4 major dams built on India's Chambal River. Gandhi Sagar, an important dam, part of the Chambal River, especially Chambal, lack of water resources and all. This is the source of water, very important. That's why it is right on, pair 2 is correctly matched. And I have to study about this one in detail. Today I will be studying, as I am studying and discussing about the content about the Gandhi Sagar. One of the things I came to know it is of the 5 reservoirs which are of national importance. What do you mean by national importance? What is the criteria? How did they divide? I will be giving you that information again today. This is second task for my in the Telegram channel today. I'll be doing that. Then moving forward, Indira Sagar, it is a multi-purpose dam project in Madhya Pradesh. So pair 3 is not correct. It is built on the Narmada river. This is also wrong. And Maithon, it is also not correct. Hence pair 4 is also not correct. So you see Maithon river located on the bank of river Barakar, owned by the Damodar Valley Corporation of the river Damodar in Jharkhand, specially designed for flood control. You all know Damodar river happens to be the, what is Damodar river known for? Damodar river happens to be what? It is regarded as sorrow of West Bengal, just like river Kosi is regarded as sorrow of Bihar. Because of all these kind of things, you can see that this is regarded as sorrow of West Bengal. But after our independence, during the part of these industrial plants, when you have developed all the steel plants in this part of the world as part of the Chota Nagpur Plateau, we also had planned about the irrigation facilities here, and we have utilized the water of the Damodar for the welfare of the industries over here, which led to controlling the floods here. So, Damodar Valley Corporation is a very perfect example of a river-based planning in India. River-based planning, especially for controlling the floods. So, that's where this is another important aspect of this Maithon. So, this is not correctly matched. Indira Sagar third is not correctly matched. Only this is correctly matched. Ghattaprabha is not correctly matched. The correct answer should be, okay, Indira Sagar, this is wrong. Maithon, not Chhattisgarh. Gandhi Sagar, this is right. Telangana is wrong. The right answer is only one pair. Sorry. In fact, the right answer is, they're asking, this is a mistake. Another blunder I have done. This is a blunder. The question they are asking is about not correctly matched. 1, 3, 4 or 3 are correctly matched, not correctly matched. The right answer should be C, not correctly matched. Right. This is a mistake. Look at this. I also have ignored the not. First I gave another answer. This is how such are mistakes, common mistakes, silly mistakes. Human nature, we have to be cautious. Right. Then move forward. So you can see here, this is where Ghattaprabha, Telangana. You can see here all around the Damodar river, this has to be there, Maithon, you can see here. You can see the Gandhi Sagar, this is where Indira Sagar also would be, should be located all around this itself. So these are about the major dams in India. Then moving forward, next one. Now this is another important theme. Yes, this is another theme. Whether it is current affairs, whether it is international relations, whether it is geography. This is also a frequently repeated theme. Right. Yes, Riyans. It is one of the common mistake which we all do. You should avoid that. Now you see this one. Anatolia, Turkey. This is right. Simple reason. Anatolia plate, earthquakes, part of the subductions, part of the so much diversity. It is part of the plate where you have seen so many subductions. It is part of the place where so many continents are meeting, Asia with Europe and all these kind of things. It's a so much important from the geographical point of view, from the cultural point of view, from the people's point of view and all. Anatolia plate, Turkey, very important. Then moving forward, you see, this is right. Catalonia, it is part of a disputed area having an issue in Spain. If you have seen, see, people who are especially the football lovers, Barcelona versus Real Madrid happens to be one of the, some kind of a historical thing, El Clásico, which they call it as, right? And if you have studied about the differences and all, you should have somewhere got that Catalonia happens to be a conflicted, there was a referendum, whether they wanted to get separated out of the Spain or not, there was a referendum. Such events are regularly being asked in UPSC. anything where there is a referendum, where there is a political conflict, bigger one, which is turning into a referendum, where there is violence, where there is an all, UPSC tends to ask such kind of questions. So this is also one of the thing, right? Right. Catalonia, Spain. Then Cabo Delgado. Cabo Delgado. This is not part of this Cabo Delgado. Where is Cabo Delgado? Anyone? Can you tell me? Cabo Delgado, this is also not part of the Spain. If you see Cabo Delgado, it is part of, if I am not wrong, Morocco, Mozambique. Mozambique, there was some kind of a conflict, terrorism conflict and all happened in this part of the world. So that was the reason why they have asked it. Okay, so Cabo Delgado is not part of the Spain. Amhara, Ethiopia, this is right. Part of the Ethiopia region, this is right, this is wrong, this is wrong. Now, the region often mentioned in the news, be it in terms of especially referendums, violence, especially just like presently if you see Rafah, right, that is one such place, right, any kind of, what do you see this one? Food, lack of food, droughts, famines in the world. These are very, very important. You have to have a curiosity. Shivangi, sure, we are taking the sessions daily. It is just yesterday my health was not sufficient. That's the reason why I could not take it. Otherwise, we have a session every day at 3 p.m. Shivangi, right? Good afternoon. Right. So this is the thing. The right answer is only 2 pairs. 2 pairs. So this is the approach. Then moving forward to the next question. Now you see this was a question asked in 2019. Siachen Glacier is situated to, I think if it's not 2019, it is 2020. Part of the, after the Corona event, India-China conflict, okay, Galwan Valley, the conflict and all, that was when they have asked this question. Where is Siachen Glacier? If you talk about Siachen, it is located Nubra Valley, Siachen, this is where it is located. It is located north of the Nubra Valley. You see, if you see it, east of Leh. Now you all should have understood the basic idea. It is a very, very easy question. Now you see this one. What are they trying to tell you? Let us have a calculated guesswork. There is somewhere Siachen Glacier, S, east of Aksai-Chin. You know India. If this is Aksai-Chin, east of Aksai-Chin, that is towards China, definitely Siachen Glacier is not located there. We all know that. This is a very one easier to eliminate. This is easier to eliminate. East of Leh. Leh would be somewhere around here. East of Leh is also wrong. This is also easy to eliminate. North of Gilgit. Gilgit-Baltistan, if you have heard it, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, it will be located here. Now there might be a slight confusion whether Siachen is located here or not. Definitely north of Gilgit means it is part of the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Siachen is under India's control. If you have seen that, you should have automatically, even though if you don't know north of Nubra Valley, you should have eliminated these two options for sure. When there is a confusion between C and D, definitely you should have gone for D, because Gilgit is slightly, slightly away from the India-Pakistan occupied Kashmir and all, as part of the line of LOC and all. If you see it from that angle, you should have got this answer as right. So that is how you have to get it right. Okay. So the right answer is north of Nubra Valley. Then moving forward, this was a question asked in 2019. Look at the repeativity nature. Repeativity nature. Look at the repeativity. If you have prepared 2019 PYQs, automatically in 2020, you should have got this right. Look at the importance. Very, very close. Sometimes UPSC asks questions in that way. Luckily, you would be having the repetition. The glaciers and the rivers. Nubra is a river which happens to be a tributary of Galwan River, which are all the tributaries of Indus itself. Shok, Indus, Galwan, all these are part of the same river system of the Indus itself. Shok River, Nubra River, Galwan, all these are valleys there, the names. Now if you see, Bandarpuch Glacier, part of the Yamuna River, definitely it is right. Barashigri, Chenab, Milam Mandak, Barashigri, Chenab is also right. Milam Mandakini is wrong. Milak Mandakini, this is wrong. Zemu Manas is also wrong. Zemu Glacier is part of the, the region of the Kanchenjunga, the region of Sikkim. Manas is a bit easternwards, east of that, much more far away. This is wrong. Siachen, north of Nubra Valley, that is where the river originates and all, from the glacier and all, that is right. Milam, Mandakini. Milam, Mandakini, they are, I think, not close. There might be closer, but they are definitely wrong. Barashigri is part of Chenab, Bandarpunj, Yamuna. 1, 2, 4 is right. The right answer is this. Look at this. Even though, imagine, you see here, imagine this one. If you have done 2019, automatically you have got 2020 correct. And the same Siachen Nubra was repeated around 2005 as well. Same question, no variation. So Siachen as an important area, we all know it from the strategical point of view. Its location equally becomes important every year. So definitely in 10-12 years, cycle of the UPSC will change. New questions can be asked or old questions can be repeated because the people also will be significantly changing in 10 years, right? So with that way, when you see it that, there might be a possibility of repetition like this one. So when you know Siachen Nubra, you should have eliminated C and D. The only confusion then you need to have is whether 2 is correct or whether 3 is correct. Whenever you eliminate 2 options, you should attempt that question for sure, right? So that is the nature. That is how UPSC keeps on asking questions. That's it about the map-based questions. What I would be trying to do, if you are preparing for 2024 prelims, what you do the next few years, revise, do a revision of whatever the mapping you have done in the last 1.5 years. Revise them. Don't practice more. Don't practice newer ones. Revise the older ones. Then even for next 1 week until Tuesday, Wednesday, before June 16th until June 10th, you can definitely prepare around PYQs even now. Practice them the next 4-5 days. Practice PYQs, especially the map-based questions and all. And whatever the test series you have already utilized this right now. I'm not talking about the new ones. Say you have taken a certain textbooks test series. Whatever from the test series, the MCQs which have been prepared, practice, check them again. The mistakes you have done. Why did you have done the mistakes? Revise the test series. Whatever you have done that. So that whatever you know, you are not doing any blunders at all in the exam. See, I'm a firm believer of the things that the ones which are under our control, we should never lose them. With that, focus on that. That is how I want you to do it. That's the thing. Hope you all have understood it. Am I right, all of you? You got an approach? Shivangi, Jay Yadav, Riyansh, Gayatri, Got it? Then that's it then, all of you. If you want that PDF file of this one, you can get it to my Telegram channel. And if you have any other doubts, if you need any help for you to resolve the last few things of what to do during the exam and all, please don't hesitate to ask me in my Telegram channel. I am happy to assist you. Okay, then all of you, that's it for today. Hope you have all learned through this, right? Learn through this. You can get the PDF file, and any doubt, please don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you very much. Take care of your health, physical health, mental health. Have a smile on your face. It looks good. And along with that, try to prepare. Thank you, all of you. Have a good time. Jai Hind.